Next question. How has your mindset inspired change within the program?
I think I can hit on this one pretty good. Well, first of all, I think for me, being a female athlete and stepping into this role, I first stepped into the academy again as a basketball player, transitioning into a coach, then transitioning into behind the scenes. So again, just being a female within this sport, until she got there, I was surrounded by nothing but men. And not that that's a problem, but it's just it's a no offense, no. I love guys. I love my family. I promise. But it's just it's the way we do things are differently. So just being able to bring in a different mentality, I say, to the game, in quotes. So being able to bring in a different mentality about how I view the game, how again, youth sports should even be a factor. I think the reason why I'm so passionate about working at CP3 and I love my job is because I didn't really have this when I was growing up. I had me and my dad in the gym, and that's what made me grow up loving the game. And so being able to kind of at such, I'm going to say young age, we're not going to put my age out there, but at a younger age, being able to be kind of a role model to many kids at one time, I think is such, it's inspired me to just be able to do more for the academy and just more for the community. Because again, like she said, not only do I want to inspire young girls to be able to get in this game more and show them how being a girl in sports, you can do so many things that you never thought that you could do. But I think to me, over the years, it's touched me more when I have a mother or a young boy coming up to me saying, hey, you're my favorite coach, and I've learned this and that from you. Like, I think that's, you only think that, being a female, that only people I'm going to teach here is going to be just the young girls. No, like at our academy, I think that's what's so great is that we have so many different kids coming in that they gravitate towards different coaches. They gravitate towards different people that they can just build that relationship with. And I think that just kind of goes hand in hand with what you were saying, like life skills. Not only are we able to make them better basketball players, but we've been able to just teach them life things in general that they may not even be able to get at home. And I think that's one thing that has inspired me from when I was younger to inspire these kids. So, yeah.
I would say probably with my mindset, coming in as the youngest, so I will give away my age. I just turned 23 last week. So, although I'm young, I'm very knowledgeable about sports, and I graduated with a major in sport management. So just having that fresh, I worked with marketing. I've done things with accounting in sports, all different aspects that I just learned in an institution. So now I'm able to apply it to our academy. So when I first joined, trying to just help at, like I said, all hands on deck. We're touching all aspects of whether it be branding, retail, anything. So just having that younger mindset. And then once again, being a female in sport, it's a completely different thing. So definitely being able to, like Jazz said, touch those kids. That's the main reason why I joined the academy. Because I interned with the program at first, so once you see the kids and you meet them, you build that rapport with them, the relationships. Mm-hmm. It's like, I want to see where you guys end up. I can't leave you, especially if you end up in the NBA. Don't forget about me. We helped you. Right. But yeah, so just being able to, because my dad always said that I would probably follow in his footsteps and be a teacher. I said, there's no way, especially with how kids act nowadays and social media, and I don't think I could do it. And now look at me. I'm essentially, in some people's eyes, we are teachers, whether it just be the sport or the life skills. And that's one of the things I do enjoy about being at the academy as well. It's being able to touch these kids in a way that, one, they need to be touched, and two, that they don't realize it's going to help them in the future. So just, dropping those little, dimes and things like that. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, just wait. 10 years, like my mom said, you're going to understand. So, yeah, just that young mindset.
So I am not going to give my age. I'm feeling old up here. So that's going to be secret. So in terms of a mindset, one of the first conversations we have whenever we start partnering with youth sports organizations or any sports organization is a discussion about mindset. In particular, are you operating from a fixed mindset or are you operating from a growth mindset? If you are operating from a fixed mindset, that means whatever you feel you got at birth, that's it. That's your ceiling. Unlike a growth mindset, where through learning, through practice, through education, there is no ceiling, right? And so what we try to communicate with administrators, with leaders, is we need to shift that mindset. So for wherever you are, you can always develop a greater mindset, a greater growth mindset, right? I know that's something that I work on every day, and I know that a lot of organizations are trying to move in that direction. And that's what we try to emphasize whenever we start building a relationship with other organizations, like really focusing there on potential and not necessarily current state.
That's key. That is very key. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say yes, kudos to that point, because that is huge. That's one of actually there are quotes from my college. So definitely been working on that growth mindset, and I feel like me and Jazz and our whole team, but me and Jazz, when we first got on, that was our, kind of our thing too, was trying to show the company on the business side that we need to have a growth mindset in order to grow and be able to touch these kids and get out into the community and do things bigger than just, okay, this is Chris Paul's Basketball Academy, you should come out because he's in the NBA. No, it's bigger than that. I mean, obviously, we love Chris, and it's great to have his name and, his likeness and him be able to, provide for these kids, but definitely just being able to touch the community and make it bigger than basketball. So, yeah, growth mindset is huge.
Okay, and just to wrap up that question, I agree with everyone's standpoints. Okay, y'all are just making me so happy over here. So, as far as being in roles as a younger individual or a millennial, I use that term a lot because millennials are on the rise, and I feel like they bring a different perspective to the table when it comes to creativity and innovations, as far as involvement, whether it's marketing or just creating different ways to keep people engaged. I think millennials definitely have the upper hand. I'm not saying that the people who are older don't have an upper hand, but if you're constantly, involved in that atmosphere, it's easier for you to kind of reach people that are, in that same bracket. So definitely staying open-minded is definitely key. With the growth mindset, personal development is necessary. Okay. So if you do not do the personal development, that is definitely key with, expanding your mind, growing out of your comfort zones, and being able to do things that you don't think is possible.